Howdy everyone, welcome back to another weekend episode of Cooking with Mary Sue. Before we begin, I'd like to remind everybody to please hit that like and subscribe and share buttons down at the bottom. And there'll be links below down to my other channels and to my eBay store and to my new book website that advertises my book I wrote last year. This is the title here. You can find the book on Amazon, eBay, Barnes & Noble, and iTunes. It has a website now entitled animalsliftourspirits.com. If you go to that website, it will just tell you about the book a little bit, tell you about me, and it will have a link right to Amazon. Isn't that handy? Today I'm going to make a nice little dessert. It's going to be sugar-free. All of it's going to be sugar-free or low sugar. I'm making it specifically for my husband to celebrate our anniversary. This week was our number 7, our 7th anniversary. And I told him I'd make him something nice this weekend. And he likes pie a lot, usually a little better than cake. Sometimes I make sugar-free cakes, but this time I'm making a sugar-free pie. And now I'll show you how. Here are my ingredients laid out. As you can see, I'm wearing my nice new apron that my niece gave me for Christmas. It's got the title of the show on here, Cooking with Mary Sue. And I always try to remember to wear it when I think about it, if I don't forget. I'm not used to wearing aprons sometimes. But let's start out with my crust here. I'm using this Diamond Walnut Pie Crust. You can buy these at Walmart. Diamond brand. They come in walnut and pecan, either one. They are low in sugar. If you compare this crust, this ready-made crust, to a graham cracker crust or shortbread crust, it's less than half the sugar. It only has 3 grams of sugar in it. So I always use these when I'm making my pie. And when you're taking this off, be sure to save this. A lot of people don't know that that's your lid to cover your pie up. So I'm going to keep this over here. My basic flavor is going to be caramel. Who says caramel? That sounds awful sweet, doesn't it? Well, guess what? Werther's Originals, one of the best caramels you can find, comes in sugar-free. I'm using the sugar-free chewy caramels. I'm going to melt them or get them nice and gooey in the microwave. I'm going to use 1 whole bag, 7-ounce bag. I'm going to mix it with the little half and half. I was out of half and half today. I only had heavy whipping cream. But if you add this with a little bit of milk to it, half and half sort of, I add the less, what did I do? I added 1/4 cup, and the rest, the other 1/4 cup, I put whole milk in it. That makes half and half. The base of my pie is going to be an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. I'm going to mix in 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And I bet you're saying, brown sugar is sweet. Yes, regular brown sugar is, but I'm using SPLENDA brown sugar. It's half the sugar. So if you want to use bake cookies, cakes, pies with brown sugar, use SPLENDA. And I'm going to use fold-in Cool Whip. Well, Cool Whip is already low sugar. It's only 2 grams. And you can buy one that says sugar-free, but I couldn't find it this week. So I got this that says low sugar. It's 2 grams of sugar. Add a little vanilla. Once I put all this together, we'll have a delicious sugar-free caramel pie, caramel cheesecake pie. Okay, I'm going to start melting these in the microwave. And I'm adding 2 tablespoons of water to the caramel as it melts. I've almost got my caramel melted. I'm going to add the milk to it once it gets melted.
Hey, what is that? That looks pretty good.
It's going to be a special surprise dessert for you for our anniversary. No sugar caramel pie.
You're a few days late.
A few days late, okay? Better late than never.
Yeah, well, I'll have to go along with that.
Yeah. This is nice and smooth, no lumps in it. Now I can add my half and half to it and let it just get room temperature. You don't want to get cold again because it'll get hard. But it's nice and smooth. That's that whole bag of sugar-free Werther's caramels. And it was amazing. I had to open all these and I did not eat a one. How about that?
I'm proud of you.
I know. I had to open about 40 of these. I'm going to add the milk to it. Just stir it, let it get creamy. And I've got the caramel sauce already. You can see. Looks a little smooth right here and Looks like it might be a little rainy, but it's not. It's going to cool down, get room temperature. Not quite room temperature, but as it cools down, it'll thicken up just a little bit. I'm going to set this aside. I did add just a few more caramels to this, about 10 more, because my original recipe I used to use called for a 10-ounce bag of regular caramel, but I'm using the sugar-free, and it comes in a 7-ounce bag. So I added a few more from a second bag. Okay. Next thing I do is to mix this up. My melted, it's not melted, but it's softened cream cheese with the SPLENDA brown sugar and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. My mix is going to be a little noisy, so I'll do this without you hearing me. You see how creamy it's getting? And it's just perfect. Okay. That didn't take about half a minute. Here's the fun, easy part. Just folding in this Cool Whip into this cream cheese mix here. I'm in a hurry for this video. I'm speeding this up a little bit, so I put my bowl of caramel sauce into the fridge for about 5 minutes to help it get room temperature. It was still pretty hot for the microwave. I don't want to put it over this when it's extremely hot. It has to be cooler, but not too cold. You don't want it to get hard again. Caramel does harden very fast, so I'm going to leave it in there about 5 minutes. I'm going to fold this with my spatula all together. The cream cheese and the Cool Whip. If you want to be really, really adventurous, you could make your own crust using cookies. Now, I'm talking about sugar-free cookies. I always keep some sugar-free almond cookies on hand, and that's a few of the flavors you could use. They're sugar-free. But that's just a lot of extra trouble and work, and why go through all that trouble when I could just buy this low-sugar crust right here, already made, perfectly shaped and formed. I'm sure mine would not look that good if I tried to make one. In fact, I know it wouldn't. I am just not a crust person. This is nice and fluffy. This is going to be so good later. After you make all this, get it together, you let it, put it in the fridge, let it chill for about an hour before you serve it. And then right before you serve it, you're going to put more of that caramel sauce on top of each slice as you cut it. Okay, this looks like it's all together good enough. Okay. Now here we go. I'm just going to pour it. I don't need my mixer here. Put it all on top of this crust here. What happened to my knife? I lost my knife. Oh, there's my knife right in front of me. When you know. Alright. Oops. Okay. I got some of these really skinny spatulas a few days ago. They come in handy. If you want to get stuff out of a small jar or have a small bowl you're putting something in. Just kind of spread this around so it looks a little more even. You don't want it all on one side of the pie crust. If you're so inclined, you could put a little bit of food coloring in this, make it a pretty different color if you wanted to. Okay. This is going to be a delicious caramel pie when we get through. That does taste good. I think we're ready to drizzle the pie now. This has gotten it's cooled down enough. It's gotten just a little bit thicker. It's not as runny as it was when it was hot. But I don't want to get too cold and chilled, so I won't be able to spread it. I'm going to drizzle this all over and then kind of smooth it around and swirl it with a knife. And what's left, like I said, when you slice it to serve it, you put a little bit more on top of each slice. And if after all that, if you have any left, you can put this in the fridge for up to 2 weeks in a tight container with a lid, airtight container. But I doubt I have any left. It just tastes too good. If you think about it ahead of time, you can put a little bit of this on top of the crust before you put this cream cheese filling in. That would be delicious too. See how pretty that looks? It's going to taste so good. Well, I don't have to swirl with a knife. I'm swirling it with my spoon here. That's fine. Oh yeah, that looks delicious. Okay. Might want to save some of this and put it over some low sugar ice cream. Werther's makes a wonderful low carb ice cream. The box doesn't say low sugar, but it says low carb. And if you read on the back, it is low sugar. And it comes in about 3 or 4 different flavors if you look for it. It's by Werther's. Low carb. Okay. I think that'll be enough for now. Like I said, I'll put some more on each slice as I serve it. And there we have it. A gorgeous, decadent, low sugar caramel pie. Who knew you could make something so sweet as caramel in low sugar flavor? It's going to be great. Right there. I don't want to spill it out, but there it is. Hope it takes a good picture for my thumbnail. Right there. That's it for now. I'll see y'all next weekend for another yummy recipe, I hope. Y'all have a nice weekend. Be safe out there. If it's cold with y'all, stay warm. I've got some good recipes on my channel for cold stuff. I mean, when it's cold, like hot soups and stews and cornbread and some yummy hot stuff like that. Bye. See y'all next week. God bless.